So let me welcome you car enthusiasts of the world. Today I want to show you my personal list of the most beautiful cars in the world. Starting out with this Acura here. It is very beautiful. Followed up by this 1990 Cadillac Eldorado convertible, which is actually a car I always wanted, but out of convenience I bought myself the 4-door version. I still have the car. It has now about 500,000 miles on it, and I do not intend to sell it. And next is something very small. This is a European car, a Lancia Y. And in my opinion, it is also one of the most beautiful cars in the world. It is a driving sculpture. And not really a car. I had one previous model and they are not really cars. But this is a real car here. A good old 1992 Dodge Viper. In my opinion, this is one of the best sport cars, the best looking sport cars ever made. Unfortunately, I'm a bit too tall to fit in it, so I won't buy one. Which is something I can't say about the next car on our list. The third generation BMW 7 Series. Famous to his camo in James Bond, and in my opinion, one of the most beautiful and comfortable cars there has been. I have been driven to school in one for about 5 years, so I know this car is a very good car, very comfortable. And that brings us to the first car on the list I actually physically owned at the time. The Jaguar XJ8 and XJ6. The V8 version came later and it is just slightly distinct from the previous version. The interior although is completely new and far more comfortable. This car is, in my opinion, the most beautiful Jaguar sedan they have ever made. I do own the previous previous model as well, but this one is the perfect combination of elegance, performance and comfort. So I actually intend to hold on to this car for a while longer. And now on the list, another Jaguar, and this one is actually also one of the cars I really always wanted, but like with the Viper, I wanted to test drive it and I was too tall. My eyes have been perfectly aligned up with the line of the roof, so I couldn't even close the roof anymore, so I had to pass on this, which is very sad because this is a really beautiful car. Just as this Aston Martin here. It is just one of those cars that you see and you like. Which brings us to another Jaguar, the F-Type. This car just has a beautiful backside, but the front is kind of fishy. But anyways, as long as you watch it from the right angles, this is just a simply beautiful car. Jumping over to this little one here, which just has a very nice shape. So you see, it doesn't always have to be luxury cars on this list. Just like this little Renault R5. It's just a cute little car for the city. Like a golf cart on wheels. On wheels? They always have wheels, what I'm talking here about. Yeah, let us jump over to something bigger. Good old Lincoln. This is also one of the most beautiful Lincolns in modern time. Like this one here. This here is a Subaru SVX. And this is one of those cars that I saw when it came out, and I was completely in love with the looks. But I never came around buying one, and nowadays it's tricky to find a usable one because they have a service-free transmission, which regularly fails. Yeah. So let us jump to something more affordable. The original BMW Mini Cooper. Yeah. The reimagination of the classic Mini. Also, in my opinion, one of those cars that just looks beautiful. And I want to buy one of them. And here another one I own, which is a 1998 all through the 90s Mazda MX-5. I do own a silver one, first model year, and this is just a fun car. It drives perfectly and is, in my opinion, also one of the most everyday compatible cars you can buy. So and that concludes my list of beautiful cars, and obviously there are way more beautiful cars that I have not mentioned here because I simply couldn't find pictures or I didn't have thought about them. So what's your opinion on this? You can write a comment if you like. I know most people don't write comments unless they are upset with something. So if you're upset because I haven't mentioned your car, feel free to write a comment. I read them all, and even if I wouldn't read them, it helps the algorithm. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let's see which one of them I buy in the future. Yeah, I like this Cadillac.